He never came home that night, and I still can't stop wondering why. When I was 12, my life wasn't easy. My mom and I were living in a women's shelter trying to start over. One day, a new family arrived, and with them came a boy who would change everything. The first time I saw him, it felt like time froze. He smiled at me for just a second, but that second somehow changed my whole world. At first, it was just a small crash. I'd see him in the hallway or playing outside, and my heart would skip. But soon, I found the courage to talk to him. And from that moment, we became inseparable. We talked every single day. We shared stories, dreams, and jokes. We spent every possible moment together. We were kids, but it felt real. The kind of pure connection you only find once in your life. By the time we turned 13, everyone around us knew we were close. We grew up together. We watched each other change, laugh, and cry. He taught me what love meant, and I taught him what it felt like to be truly cared for. It wasn't about romance in the usual sense. It was deeper, built on trust and friendship and years of shared memories. Then, when we were 17, everything started to fall apart. He lost people he loved dearly. His mom, who had always been like a second mother to me, passed away. I remember that day vividly. The way his voice cracked when he called me. The way I couldn't find the right words to comfort him. After that, he changed. He started hanging out with the wrong crowd. People who made him believe that being tough was the only way to survive. He got caught up in things that pulled him further and further away from the person I once knew. He became distant, angry, and sometimes hurtful. I knew he was in pain, but I also knew I couldn't save him if he didn't want to be saved. I still remember sitting on my bed one night, crying, realizing that the boy I had loved all these years was slowly slipping away from me. So I made the hardest choice. I left. It wasn't because I stopped loving him. It was because I hoped that maybe, without me there, he would find his way back to himself. Months passed. I missed him every single day. Then, out of nowhere, my phone rang. It was him. He was crying in a way I'd never heard before, his voice shaking like the world was falling apart. My heart broke just hearing him. He told me everything, how lost he felt, how empty life had become. I told him to come to me, to leave everything behind. I even helped him find a way to move where I was. When he arrived, it felt like a small miracle. For a while, we were okay again. Not perfect, but together. Then one day, he got a call. His brother had gone missing. He said he had to go back home for a few days just to check on things. I didn't want him to go, but I understood. He promised me he'd call when he arrived. That call never came. I waited. Hours turned into days. Then I got the news. He was gone. Taken from this world far too soon. He was only 17. The boy I grew up with, the boy who taught me love, laughter, and strength, was suddenly gone forever. It's been a year and a half now, and I still think of him every single day. Sometimes I talk to his picture, sometimes I cry, sometimes I smile, remembering how he used to cook for me, how he'd make me laugh until I couldn't breathe. He'll always be the person who showed me what love really means, and the one who reminded me how fragile life can be.